What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, you guys? So we are back again for another episode review of girl. What is this? This Belle Collective, um, season 3, episode 16. I have to get the episode correct. It is called Glenning Even. Okay, it picks up where we left off, and I know I be saying this all the time. I'm not gonna be on here too long. I'm not gonna be on here too long. I'm not gonna be on here too long. Okay. Um, This episode was a mess, okay? It started off a mess and it ended a mess. Listen, Glenn has got his nerves, all right? Glenn has really got his nerves. Now, Letitia, she had did this little book signing or this book reading situation about her book called Why Side Chicks Are Winning or Side Pieces Are Winning. And so when she was talking about it or whatever, in the end of last week's episode, we saw that Glenn decided to get up and he wanted to speak and all of that stuff or whatever. And then he gets up there talking about me and Letitia, the way that we came together. We always used to communicate through music and things of that such. And, I love this woman and you would never be without me and all this stuff. God, all the mess, okay? Kissing her in front of everybody. I wrote this song for you about you. We're going to take it back to 98. I said, what? Cause, listen, y'all. Willie was me. Akeisha's husband was me. Tambra was me throughout the whole time. I said, please do not get up here and embarrass your wife like this. That man got up there with that chain on. And he, baby, you're 40. I'm pretty sure you're 40. Okay, and you're doing all of this stuff. And I mean, it's no age limit to music, but you can't rap. And it wasn't even a good song. Okay, the beat was whooping your butt, and Letitia's just like, I said, girl, stop it. Stop it. You don't want to hurt that man's feelings. That's just what it is. I said, what are you crying for? You crying because it's bad? But no, of course, she gonna feel it. She was like, we used to connect through music and all that stuff. And it's like, seeing him up here performing his song and everything, it's like making me feel things and all this stuff. I said, meanwhile, Willie is like, he said, listen, the song was all right, but I just wish he wouldn't have got up there. Everything was all right, but I just wish he wouldn't have got up there and did the little rap thing and all that stuff. And I said, you know what? We all do, okay? We all do. Meanwhile, that's all he had to do was to get, say a little old 1998 rap and get back in her pants. That's just all that it was, back in her bed, because they was on good footing for the rest of the episode until the very end, all right? Meanwhile, we see that Akeisha and Willie have went down to this little, like, event hall or whatever. They're doing an event with, Marie and Essie. It's about lupus, okay? They're partnering up with Marie and Essie, and, they both suffer from lupus, and Willie's mother recently passed away from lupus, and they were just talking about how it was and how late or how early they were diagnosed, like years ago. Marie got her diagnosis like in 2016, and she said she was going through a whole bunch of stuff for 2 years, not knowing what was going on because lupus is very hard to diagnose. And then, Essie, I think she said she had her diagnosis like in 97, and then Willie said his mama was diagnosed, I believe, in the 80s. So, it was a lot. And I'm pretty sure it was hell on his mama, especially because we didn't have the same, way to find things as easily and know how and do how back in the 80s compared to now. So I just know it was a lot. It was a lot. And so they doing all of that, and then, trying to get promo about it, said Akeisha and them, suggested, talking to Tambra and, her giving a little shout out on the radio. And of course, Marie had kind of scrunched up her face a little bit. Willie called it. And I'm sitting here like, why do you care? At the end of the day, y'all did Tamra wrong, okay? So Marie just, I've never seen somebody that is so miserable like her. And it just seems like she wants everybody to have an issue with the people that she has an issue. And she needs to understand at her big age in life that it just don't work that way. Okay? You have imaginary issues with everybody. And that's just your problem. And you need to fix that. Meanwhile, Akeisha do meet up with her and they trying to get this gala together. And she said, girl, I don't even understand why I'm meeting up with Marie when she ain't the one that's doing this thing. She don't know what I need and all this stuff. Essie was supposed to be there, but Essie couldn't show up that day. And so she trying to get stuff together and telling her, do you got this? Do you got that? Do you got the chairs? Do you got the tables? We're going to have this many people. We're going to have this food. We're going to have that. How much this costs? She don't know nothing. She don't know nothing. She was like, you know what? At this point, I just wish I'd go back and be a silent partner because I don't understand why I'm sitting here talking to Marie. I said, I don't get it either, but hey, girl, we need to sing, so we're going to do that. Meanwhile, later or before that, she had met up with Tambra. Tambra is, helping her get her health back on track or whatever because, Akeisha was diagnosed with high blood pressure and all of that. And so, they doing a little spin class, and I do like the fact that Tambra and Akeisha are trying to get back to where they are or where they were when we first saw them before the foolishness came in and messed it up. And so, they did the stuff or whatever, and they started talking about certain stuff that was going on, but then, Tambra wanted to tell Akeisha that she was pregnant. And I guess because, that was a long time friend and they back on a good footing, and because of the simple fact that Akeisha is realizing and noticing things about her that a woman who had at one point was pregnant herself would notice about another woman who was probably pregnant, She's picking up on some signs. So she's like, oh, I can't really hide it no more because she knows, she kind of figuring it out. And so she goes in this long circle about her history of, having the fibroids and, freezing her eggs and all this stuff and seeing if this will work, IVF, all this or whatever. And she finally tells her that, she's pregnant. And so Akeisha was very, very happy for her, which I'm so glad. And, they get to talking about their different perspective and their different struggles with trying to get pregnant. And she was like, be grateful. I know that you're so grateful that you was able to get this on this one time and you had a good enough uterus and some eggs that was viable to do this. And you don't have to go through so many rounds or whatever, because Akeisha, like many other, she couldn't do it that way. Like she had, I said, 8 miscarriages. Sometimes when I think about that, I'd be like, what toll and what strain and physical situation does that do to the body when you have that many miscarriages? And not only just the physical aspect of it, but the mental aspect of it too. And then I'm just like, wow. So that explains the reason why, she has these young kids and as she's as old as she is, and I get it. And I'm glad that she was able to have her kids finally. Okay, after 8 miscarriages, because people probably would have gave up after the 3rd one. Okay, and the fact that it's so common, I hate that. I hate that. But shout out to all of what they call it, the rainbow baby, after a miscarriage or after something that happens and the baby doesn't come, but then you get pregnant the next time and then it comes to life for real, and you give birth and all that. That's the rainbow baby. So shout out to everybody and their rainbow babies, and I'm so happy for y'all. I can be a little bit sentimental sometimes, okay? I can sympathize, empathize a little bit, But after that, what else is going on in this episode? The whole situation, when they were sitting down there talking to Marie, I'm gonna need Marie to just mind her business at this point. We know that Glenn is a F-boy. We know that, right? We know that Glenn is heavily influenced by Cliff. We know that. And I just need her to stop talking on Letitia's relationship at this point. You have no relationship of your own. and you have no business of your own. You're so heavily focused on everybody else stuff that we don't even have a storyline for you because you're so focused and you're all up in. It's like, do you want to be with Letitia and you want to take Glenn's place? Because I understand wanting better for our friends and our family or whatever, but we should know that it's not our decision. It's not up to us. We may feel a certain way, but it's not up to us. We don't have to constantly keep on bringing it up. We don't have to say something to the spouse each and every time that we see them or whatever, especially when our friend or our family or whoever it is still going to be with that person. And we can clearly see that. If they are not ready to let go, you need to just be quiet and let them go through what they need to go through. It's none of your business. I don't care if she put you in it. You should tell her, I don't want to have nothing to do with this. We understand that you've been through your stuff, your cheating and stuff, whatever. And my whole thing is, I understand that you was like, you can learn from experience or whatever. But at the end of the day, you feeling some type of way about the fact that Glenn is still going to mess up and she's still with Glenn. Meanwhile, you went through the same thing and you should already know and be a little bit more understanding about how the process it is when people are in a relationship and they actually love each other, even though the other person is hurting them and doing foul stuff. And sometimes how long it takes for that person to wake up and be like, I'm done. She's not done yet. You was in a relationship with a man who was constantly cheating on you and you took him back and you knew he was cheating on you. He was literally going out of town to cheat on you. He had his own place to cheat on you and you still was trying to have that man back. You was with him for years as he was doing this because that's what you told us in season 1. It took until you got to this show for you to finally realize that you need to let him go. And 9 out of 10, if it wasn't for this show, I really do feel like you will still be with your ex-husband. While you up here trying to judge. Granted, we get it. We completely understand it. We know practically not half of the men on this show ain't worth ish, all right? But at the end of the day, I'm not going to continue to focus on somebody else's relationship. It's giving very much Kiki being so heavily focused on Marceau and Tisha's relationship and wanting Tisha to know that Marceau is allegedly cheating and that I want you to break up with him. That's basically the same vibe and the same energy that Marie is giving with Letitia. And I want you to stop it because it's like, get you some business. Get you some business. You don't have any, but you need to go find some, all right? Meanwhile, when it comes down to Glenn, I'm going to have to hand it to JJ. JJ had the guys come together. Him, Willie, Cliff, and Glenn. They all come together, have a little discussion. And just trying to put things on the table and see how everybody's doing. But when Glenn finally got there, I was so here for JJ actually stepping up and not being afraid or, it's a man's thing or whatever. This is what we do, that mentality. I'm so glad that he opened up his mouth and called Cliff out on his mess and did it in front of Glenn too and everybody. Because at the end of the day, everything that JJ said about Cliff was 100% correct when it concerns Glenn. You are literally inserting yourself into Glenn and Letitia's relationship. You are putting your influence on Glenn. Glenn is looking up to you probably like a big brother, a mentor, whatever, because he probably admired the way that you run your relationship and he think that he can do the same thing and not realizing that Latrice and Letitia are not the same people, okay? And one ain't gonna let you run over her. That's one for sure, okay? And at the end of the day, you should be taking it careful because you the one that's been messing up. You the one that's been messing up. And at this point, I really don't feel like you got the upper hand in this because, again, you on thin ice, But you up here trying to put your foot down and you trying to say a lot of stuff like you Cliff. And I was so here for JJ calling him out and saying you meddling and you throwing fuel to the fire when it comes to their relationship. If that's supposed to be your friend and you already see them going through things because of what he had already done and you see them trying to get back to where they were and be a loving couple, why would you call up Letitia and call up Glenn and tell him that they're strippers over here at So Gucci's party and Letitia's looking at them? Why? Your wife was looking at them too. Okay? And at the end of the day, Letitia ain't do nothing. And you woke that man up just to start some drama, and you sitting there like, I mean, it ain't nothing. I ain't do nothing, and you can't put no fire to my stuff, and blah, blah, blah. I'm sitting here like, what? And then, Glenn, you're so stupid to not understand and to realize that, yeah, he could be your friend, but your friend wouldn't do no stuff like this. He's intentionally trying to start drama within your relationship. Because why would he do that? It's nothing about no loyalty. Loyalty would have been if he actually saw Letitia's tonguing down the stripper, getting it in with the stripper, and none of that happened. I don't even think she was truly by the stripper to even be calling him like that. And they was already in the process of trying to get back together, and you gonna throw fuel on the fire. And that's what JJ was talking about. And I was just sitting here like, I just can't stand people like Cliff, okay? I really can't. And he want to act like he don't know what he doing, but he know exactly what he doing. He know exactly what he doing. And his home life ain't perfect either. Okay, so that's why he playing the meddling in other people's stuff too. You're probably bored as well, you know. But shout out to JJ. JJ was the real MVP in this whole situation, this whole episode, because yes, you called that man out, and that's what you need to do. More men need to call their male friends out publicly. If you on these shows, you need to call them out publicly and hold their feet to the fire about the actions that they do. Okay, moving on from that, Letitia and Glenn, they had this commercial that they was gonna do with this bank or whatever, and so Glenn was late. Letitia was already there, and then when he shows up, he want to talk to Letitia about the fact that I guess the contract was different from what he thought it would be. He would be getting a lesser percentage, and it would be going through a different place or whatever, and not directly to him. And I'm just sitting here like, first of all, this is why you come early, okay? This is why you come before it's time to start, because you don't want to start something before you understand fully what's going on, and you signed the contract probably already, so you already have to do it, you know. And then you want to talk about it there and get upset and all this stuff. And like Letitia said, what you think I'm gonna steal from you? Okay, I will give you the difference if that's the case. You would be mad too if it was you. No, I wouldn't. I said, now Letitia, honestly, I don't believe you when you said you wouldn't, but I also believe that you would have had this figured out before y'all even set foot on the set. So that's what I believe. And that's probably why you said no, you wouldn't, because you probably would have had it already figured out. So there's that. Glenn, and then has the nerve to bring up, that's exactly what Cliff would say. Cliff said that you would say this or whatever. I said, what? And he gonna tell him, fix your face to act like everything cool. I would have said, excuse me. Glenn, you are pushing it. You are pushing it. I just don't understand, what is this innate feeling and need for people to want to be in control of their spouse and to put them down or put them in their place. I just don't understand that. I do not understand it. That does not, to me, make a real successful relationship when you talking down to your spouse like that, like they're a child. No, I'm not here for that. But anyway, that was the episode, y'all. Y'all tell me how y'all felt about it. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.